Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Valima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I was going to call it the oracle deck. I mean, it is, but I think another deck I was using has that, the Halloween one. Anyway, we're going to do relationship first, single second. Oracle cards come out where needed. I did Sagittarius earlier today, and the energy was very quick, pumped up. I've taken a break since then. I haven't had any coffee or anything, but I'm already feeling the jump in energy here. And I think it's fire. I think it's the fire signs. They ignite me. I have Aries. My moon is Aries, so I think I just naturally charge into that usually. I like Aries energy a lot, but then again, my moon is Aries, so there you go. But I feel like I just want to get up and do something, which is weird. Not weird because that's not a weird energy to have, but like I feel like I am doing something, but it's weird. Like I want to get up and go. I feel very excited. I feel very good. I feel very positive. I like all the cards on your side. Very good. Your partner's cards, I have two cards that I have, well, maybe three, that may be a little bit in the middle, but I wouldn't say they were bad. Now, I feel like the whole point of this reading, before we go too far into it, is about improving for your partner what you're already doing well at. Because when you're coming into it, you got the Sun card. You're doing great. This relationship you're happy with. I'm seeing you here with the Page of Pentacles where you're standing, but you have abundance and let go. I feel like you're following what makes you happy, and you're not overly worrying about the small things. If things are fine for now, I feel like you might be even spending a little bit of time away from your partner, and you're doing fine, and you're just like, you know what, we don't have to be attached to each other's hip 24/7, you know. We can let go a little bit. Things are fine. We don't have to be on each other every moment. I'm going to enjoy life over here for right now. Things are good. All right, so this makes more sense. Your partner has is this the 6 or 5? 5 of Pentacles. So they feel a little bit left out, but you're kind of in the realm of, we don't have to be on each other every 5 seconds. We can have some time on our own. Your partner, though, wants to be closer to you, and I'm getting that. Although, I have to say, I want to promote how you're handling this. According to this reading, the way you're handling this is really good. You have the Emperor card. Seeing that third-party angle, seeing it for the bigger picture, looking at it, how people and how things come together congruently, just going to let that word fly out of my mouth. It's not bad at all that, you're doing stuff on your own. Things are good on your own every now and then. You're having this attitude, we don't need to be on each other every 5 seconds. We can have some space. It seems very healthy for the relationship. How I'm feeling about it is that you're going at this in a way that it's not bad. It's just how you feel. Like, we just need a break. It's not even like a break. It's just kind of like, I'm doing something over here, you're doing something over there. We're not right next to each other right now, but that's fine. The energy is amping up. Ooh, it is. This card. You have the Knight of Cups in your challenge position. And I do want to say, I still think it's really good doing things on your own, spending time apart a little bit, because it feels like that's what you're doing. And things are going well, you're letting go a little bit, there's a little bit of distance. It's not bad. It does not feel bad. But they're saying with the Knight of Cups, the way to kind of smooth this out, let it flow a little better, even though you're doing things apart right now, plan things ahead for your partner, for you and your partner to be together. You might want to even, when I'm getting this Knight of Cups from you towards them, plan something that they like. If there's something they want to do, if there's a movie that that they're going to be into that movie, and you're just like, well, I don't really, But if you can get through it, and you're like, it's all right, but it's not the thing I'm really running towards. Like, for example, if it's a love movie, and you're just like, I don't really know if I want to watch a love movie, but I can stomach through it. Or even if it's a fantasy movie, some type of Harry Potter type thing, whatever it is, and you're like, it's not really my cup of tea, it's not bad, I can sit through a movie, but you know they love it, plan something like that. It will make this a lot smoother, because I feel like the way this is going, the distance, it's acceptable distance, and it's very healthy. It feels very healthy to me. I feel like it's really good. Now, your partner, the funny thing is, your partner is doing well. I feel like they're doing well. They got a lot of social aspects around this side. I feel like they have a lot around them too. They just want you around more. Whatever they're doing, they want you there with them doing it too. And it's good that they want you there. It's good that they love you. I don't feel like that's a bad thing, but I feel like the distance, doing things on your own, it's healthy. It's a good thing, because I feel like if you're not aware of it, you probably are, the way I'm connecting to this, it may be good right now, it may be fun right now to constantly be there, constantly be there, constantly be there. But at the very least, at some point for you, if not for them as well, it will become an overload. And it'll be too much. Sometimes a little bit less is more. And I feel like you're connecting to it. And with the Aries energy, I have noticed that you tend to be, and I connect to this energy and I do it myself, it's fun to be all in. It's fun to be all in. Fun to be around people. Fun to be around people. Fun to be around people. And then all of a sudden it's just like, oh my God, I just need to be away from everybody. Nobody did anything. No, nothing's wrong. It's just like, I just need to be away from this for a while. I just need some time to do what I want to do. And just be on my own for a minute. It seems to be what I experience from Aries, and it seems like the Aries qualities that I kind of have myself when I pull it through, like the moon side there. Just like it's fun to be involved in everything, and then all of a sudden it's just like, I just need to get away from this whole thing. I just need a minute. I just need to be on my own. Just leave me alone. Nobody did anything. It's just need that minute. Just need it. And a minute might be a week, but or a whole day where you're just doing something on your own, having you time all by yourself. Once in a great while, you need it. It makes a big difference. When you come out of that, everything is good. All right, so I do feel like you having time away is good. I do. That's all I'm saying. I just wouldn't give it up. Your partner's a little bit sad. They like you around more, but I feel like it's good. Your partner also has the King of Pentacles. Their feelings are not changing for you. They love you, whether you're there 24/7 or there once in a while throughout the day. Like they see you in the morning, they see you throughout the night a little bit here and there. Even if you're not there constantly, they still love you the same. They're very dedicated, very connected to you. There's no damage to the relationship by you pulling it back a little bit every now and then. I don't see any damage at all. But I do see, to keep this balance, they have the Knight of Pentacles for you, and they have the Seven of Wands for your partner. Your partner's not going to stop wanting you around all the time. It's just not going to stop. They love you. That's how they express love. But they're saying here with the Knight of Pentacles with you, having your time away from your partner is very smart, very important. Keep that going. Smoothing out how it works down the line, that might be a little bit more to your benefit. But don't give up that alone time, but maybe plan it a little better so that they seem to be a little bit more appeased, I want to say. How are you supposed to plan that a little better? Because I feel like what they're saying is like if you go like 3 months out, if you're doing like I don't know why that long, but whatever. And you're like throughout these 3 months, you have 7 or 8 times you're going to be away from them doing something else. Just, I would recommend, from what I'm feeling, match it with the same amount of times where you're going to do something with them, just them. If it's possible. Like if that's within a 3-month span, I don't think that's too bad. What is that? It's like 12 weeks? I'm going to say that's 12 weeks. So, 7, 8 times, and that's those 12 weeks you're doing something without them. Try to make sure 7, 8 times throughout those 12 weeks you're doing something just with them. So you just have time with them, just try to, sprinkle it throughout there. That will make the whole situation happy. That will keep it on the level. That will keep them from really getting upset that you're not hanging out with them because they're getting their time with you as much as you're going and doing this other thing. That will balance it. That will just make your life easier. Just a consideration. Gotta do what you think is right. Take it with a grain of salt. I feel like that's what will really keep this going on an even keel. Because I see here, what helps you to go forward is the Page of Cups with the trust. Trying to find a better way for your partner to be okay with this time away from them. But kind of making sure that you're kind of extending yourself over to them too, so you can balance it out, so you have personal time with them to balance it out. That's the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is also saying you got to enjoy the time you're having with them. So like the analogy we gave with the movie, they like fantasy movies, maybe they like boxing movies, sports movies, whatever it is, and you're just like, well, I don't really love those movies, but they're okay. They can be fun once in a while. So then once in a while, throw one in there, give them a bone, go to see a movie they want to see, but make sure it's not something you can't stand. For example, if you don't like I know some people don't like political movies, and say your partner loves political movies, but they get right under your skin, they tick you off, you don't want to hear it, that's not what you're into. Don't do it. Even though they love it, if it really would put you in a bad mood, don't do that. Pick something else. Like for example, if they like playing croquet and you're just like, well, it's not bad, it doesn't twiddle my biscuit, but it's not bad, then do that. Just make sure that you like what you're doing with them. If you loathe it, don't do something they like that you loathe. Just don't do that. Because I feel like some of you have a tendency to do that. Because you're doing it for them and you're like, I really don't like doing that, but they like it, so I can put up with it. Don't go that direction, because it will backfire. Now on their side, what makes things better is the Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Mermaid Magic Seduction. They're going to promote the situation. Once you put the plans in action, they're going to make sure the plans get carried out. That's the Page of the Page of Wands I'm feeling here. Once you set up the plans, they'll make sure the plans are carried out. That's a great thing for a Page of Wands. They're also going to be very, very proactive with communication to make sure you're still on point with it. So they will communicate and be like, this Saturday, 7 o'clock, yeah? Movies, yeah? And you'd be like, yeah. I said, yeah. I feel like there might be a little bit of an obnoxious feel. They might constantly be like, yeah, yes, I remember. Like, I feel that coming through, like, yes, I know. But they might be really, but they're excited. They want to be with you. They're excited. Just keep that in the back of your head. It's because they're excited to be with you. That I feel like that could make the difference whether you would be annoyed or okay with it. When they keep coming towards you, keep that in mind, because I feel them communicating constantly. It's because they're really excited. Just realize that. I feel like you'll be fine. If you don't see it that way, it could get obnoxious. I don't see it being that big a deal, but I'm getting this mermaid magic seduction. Like they're excited. Like when they get to spend time with you, they really love it. That really means a lot to your partner. The trick for your partner, there's one card that I see here that they got to be careful with. Don't let them, and keep them on point with this. You might have to keep an eye out for it, in fact. The fact where you're balancing things, where you're doing something else away from them 7-8 times every 3 months, and you're doing something with them 7-8 times in that 3 months. Don't let them see that as a fruitless win. Make sure they realize that you want to hang out with them. That's another thing where don't do something that you loathe with them. That's where it's going to backfire, because they're going to be like, well, you're just doing this just to shut me up. Don't do that. Do something you enjoy with them. As much as you can enjoy it, of course you want to make sure they definitely enjoy it, but don't do something you loathe with them, because they need to make sure that they don't end up in this spot. This is the challenge card. They could end up in that spot where they're like, well, you're just doing this to shut me up. You're just kind of, making sure you balance it. It's not what you don't really want to do this with me. You know what I mean? They might go into that mode if you're not careful. For example, that political movie thing, just as an analogy, that if they love political movies and you can't stand them, but you go to one because you know they want it, don't do that, because that's where that backfires. Like you're just doing this just so that I'll be happy. It's not like you really want to do this. And in truth, if you really don't want to do it, but you do want to hang out with them, that's where it's going to backfire. Just make sure you like what you're doing with them. Did we get there? Alright, I think we're done. Let's do Aries single now. There's a lot of, it's the fire energy. It's really pumped up. Really pumped up. I like it though. I think something makes me think that the moon is in Libra today, which is the opposite of Aries, which is kind of funny because Libra is very communicative, but those two energies don't usually stereotypically match. One's very, let's just deal with it and fix it. The other one's kind of like, let's just get along and try to make things palatable. But, I don't know why I'm throwing that out there, but there you go. Messages for Aries, single Aries. Empowering messages for single Aries. Okay, what do we got for y'all? Okay. What are we doing, single Aries? I don't even know right yet. I don't know if this is going to go good or bad. I got to be honest with you. I really have no idea. We got one love card in here. One undeniable love card. If it's going for you or against you is a good question. Face down. Okay. Somebody walked away. Somebody who previously walked away. Was it you? It could have been you, actually. There was a start in the past. Somebody walked away. It doesn't feel like there wasn't like negative energy in the sense of like somebody coming at somebody. It's just basically, I feel like something came together and then just one just kind of like, not controversial in my opinion. Seems more normal than not the more I read for people. Just somebody just kind of goes, they just kind of go and they just kind of go their own thing. It might have been you, just to be fair. Now, whoever it was, there's the worry. And I'm seeing this at the top, and I think because they're saying there's a worry of conflict because of it. The Five of Wands, this is how this reading is feeling for me. Like this just kind of like, almost like somebody feels like they're on shaky ground because of this previous moment. And just to be fair, the other person could come up, and then you're getting involved with this, and maybe you feel like you're on shaky ground because you're like, how long before you go again? Because I'm getting this shaky ground feeling with the Five of Wands. It's a conflict card, but I feel like it's more inner conflict. Like, is this really something that has an actual possibility, or is it just mere moments before it goes again? And I'm getting the Nine of Swords for you is like you're worried to get involved with this situation again. The reason this is coming up is because it's coming forward again with the Knight of Cups. It is definitely coming forward again. The Eight of Pentacles is telling me there's been thought on both sides. If when this just kind of faded off, if that was a bad thing, and that maybe this should be given another shot to see what's really here. Both sides seem to want to know more. Seem to want to know if this is really a connection that could happen. The attraction is definitely there. If this is hitting with you, not only are you attracted to this person quite strongly, but they're also quite strongly attracted to you. It should be quite apparent. Especially because prosperity is kind of trumping over the top. Both of you, I feel like, would like something to happen from this. The question is, why did it fade off before? And I'm seeing your thoughts here with the Four of Wands. You're going to give this a shot is what I'm getting. The reason you're going to give this a shot is because this could become something that you want to keep. It's just in your thoughts. Just kind of like, well, there's qualities in this person I really do like. And you want to see if you can create this Four of Wands in the future with this person. Still just dating. It's not a relationship. But the reason you're giving it a shot is because you're like, this could be. This could be a good thing. This could be stable. Well, if this can be stable, I'd like to keep it. I think that's a good way to put it. All right, so It's coming back in. Somebody's like, there's another shot here coming in. All right. So the High Priestess is at the bottom with the let go. This really honestly feels to me, it's either the past and the way it fizzled out before is let go. If that can't be let go, if there's some type of uneasiness that's not going to release itself, then this situation needs to be let go. One of the two. And I get the High Priestess saying, listen, yeah, there's things in the past, maybe weren't that great. Things just seem to fizzle out. But it's either just let that go and just move forward from here, or if you can't let that go, walk away from this situation, because it's going to dive in, it's going to dig it into the ground. You're going to nosedive into the ground sooner or later otherwise. So if you can't let it go, if it's really hard to be like, oh, like if there's some unresolved feelings and you don't feel good about it, you got to either resolve those feelings and let it go, or you got to let go of the situation. I feel like those are your choices. Just to be fair. Otherwise, if you hold on and keep trying to trudge through, it's like it's going to nosedive into the ground. It's going to poof. It'll be exciting until it hits, and then it's over. And it's exciting in a scary way. With that in mind, with that information we just said, coming forward, you got the Ace of Swords with the organization. This really feels like this. It feels like it's waiting on you. And it's not only about how you feel, but how the other person feels too. Ace of Swords is saying strong communication coming in that's going to set up the future. Where is this going? What is next? Strong communication about starting down a new path, either with or without this person. Organization, getting your thoughts together. It doesn't have to be literally getting physical things in organization, but just organizing your thoughts. This is what I feel, this is how I think, this is where I am, where are you, what are you thinking? The whole thing from them too. Both sides. This is where I am, this is where I think, this is where I'm going. Strong communication is happening here. Whatever you decide from that moment, the Ten of Pentacles locks in with the energy. That moment is like, this is either going forward or going away. There's no halfway. There's not just putting it back into a dormant status. It's either yes, and here we go, or no, and we're done. Because the Ten of Pentacles with the energy is telling me you're going to be passionately secure whichever way. You're going to stick with whatever you decide. It's either forward and let's get going, or we're done and have a good life. And that's that. All right. I feel like, okay, that card I saw. This one we'll go through first. The Death card is in the environment here. The Death card goes both ways too. It's either the past is let go and we have a full speed forward. That's a whole new way of life. Here we go. That's death to how it was. And here we go together in a new life. That's a brand new beginning. The Death can also be, I'm done. Out. Bye. It's over. It's the other card that's face down that you're not seeing is Glamour. In this reading, I don't like it. I just flat out don't. Because this person wants you to like them. They're nervous. Either way, if you decide yes, and to go forward, they're right in there with you. They will go forward with you. They're not 100% sure they want to, but they will go forward with you. The thing is, they may push it off as if they're 100% sure that you, like they're on the same page. They might push it off that way. Glamour is like somebody who gets very dressed up for like a ball or a party, and they have their best clothes on. They got their hair done the best they could, you know what I mean? They got all the jewelry. If they wear makeup, they have it all, it's all there. Maybe they even borrowed somebody's car to look like they have a posh car or whatever. But it's all front. Those are just appearance things. all that can be going on in the outside. Meanwhile, maybe they're living from paycheck to paycheck, living in a little hovel down the street. Whatever. Glamour is just what's shown on the outside. It doesn't match, usually. If it's a glamour, it doesn't match what's on the inside. That's how I interpret this card, just to be fair. So, I'm getting whichever way whichever way you choose. Honestly, I feel like you're the one making the decision. I gotta be honest with you. Whatever way you choose, they will follow. They're not gonna be 100% on point with it, but they're not gonna be right on point the same way you are. They're not gonna have the same intensity, but they might play it off like they do. But they will, like, if you say it's over, they will honor that and they're done. That is what it is. If you say go forward and you want to go forward and they're like, yeah, I do too. They do have enough, they definitely have honest attraction to you. And I feel like it's very sexual, honestly. It does feel very sexual in this reading. It's a general read. Take it with a grain of salt. But I'm getting it will cultivate over time. They will catch up over time. It just feels like, in all honesty, they can either go left or right. It's whatever you decide, they will follow and they will go that way. If you say let's do it, they will follow and they will get up to your level. They will make it to your level. If you say we're done, goodbye, they will leave you alone and they'll understand, like, that door is shut, we are done. That glamour is telling me they're following your lead, though. Definitely following your lead. That's how it feels. If this reading is hitting, that feels like they're following your lead. I think we're good. All right, that's the end of that. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.